Hi everyone, this is Wafalango and welcome you all in Grammar in Detail. We are discussing the 15 kind of auxiliary verb that is known as modal auxiliary verb shall. And today we have got the ninth modal auxiliary. Previously we discussed modal auxiliary verb will and today we will be discussing modal auxiliary verb shall. Definition of modal auxiliary verb shall. Shall is a modal auxiliary verb and it is used for offer, suggestion, instruction, obligation, expectation, prohibition, and promise. It has got some six usages we'll be discussing one by one. Let's begin the first one that is known as offer. What does offer mean? When you offer someone and that can go for some long time, that is known as the offer. Like I say, shall I carry your bag? If I carry your bag, that will be carried for some days, fulfill my requirements whenever I need it, then I'll return it back. And shall we send you a book? That is again offering someone a book or something like that is known as verb. We've got second usage of modal auxiliary verb shall, that is suggestion. When you suggest someone to do something like accordingly, that will be called your suggestion. Can be given your by your friends and by your seniors to you. We shall go out for a walk. That is a suggestion from your friend. And you shall not study today. And that is also a suggestion from your friend. Take rest and be uh, a little bit more energetic and to be entertained. That is SHALL. Next, we have got instructions. When you instruct someone, guide someone, will be using modal auxiliary verb shall. And you shall be careful touching a naked wire. And this is what instruction that if you touch it, you will be affected by. Next example, we shall not take expired medicine. It is instruction by the doctor and it can also be written behind the medicine. You can see, and that is known as the instruction. Next, we have got number 4, that is obligation, which is duty to you to be performed. She shall be abide by the time. And here we have got obligation that she shall be abide by the time. And you shall respect your parents. Again, that is an obligation to these offsprings uh, to be obedient of their parents. Next, we have got expectations. When we expect something from someone, like we say, God willing, we shall succeed. This is an expectation from Allah Almighty that we are going to be succeed in future. And we shall prove equal to the task. This is an again expectation that we will complete the task in future. Last, we have got promise. When you promise someone, you'll be using modal excellent verb shall. I shall buy you a watch this time. This is a promise you're doing with a friend. And next time I shall come on time. This is again a promise. Next time I won't commit this mistake, etc. And this is modal auxiliary verb shall, where we've got some six usages. Now let me a little bit clear difference between modal auxiliary verb will and shall. As I told you, will and shall both are used for future possibilities and they have got the percentages of 50%. Now modal auxiliary verb will is used for future 50%, it shall is also. And as an helping verb nowadays, mod like the shall also can be used, but in today's time in tenses we don't use it. Even with we and I as well we use will. But as a modal auxiliary verb, even with he she, you can also use shall, like I have used she shall. And in the same way, I've written that you shall and etc. This is known as the modal auxiliary verb shall. And as a modal auxiliary verb, will is informal way to be used and shall is formal and polite way, respective way to be used in your daily life activities. So hope today you got the modal auxiliary verb shall with its six usages. It is clear to you. See you next time with next lecture. Goodbye.